video. So if you don't have a spine corrector, anything that really does in this arc shape. So I've done spine corrector stuff on like the end of a couch, you know, like the armrest and stuff. Not even joking, you know, just laying around, having a good old stretch. So that is a place that you can actually do things, but get creative. You can stack pillows, you could do all sorts of fun things. Okay, so to start, we are actually going to be facing the arc of the spine corrector, and our legs are going to be over top. We're just going to start with a few kind of breathing exercises. So if you have handles, you can have your fingers through there, and all you're going to do is round your spine, giving yourself a little pull. If you'd like, you can reach forward towards your toes or towards your feet. And you're just thinking about breathing back and expanding through those ribs, expanding your spine, maybe pulling the shoulder blades apart. Big stretch there. Big deep breaths. Inhaling back into those ribs and exhaling to press them back even deeper with your abs. You're going to do one last big breath here. Nice, coming and restacking your spine all the way on up. And then we're going to turn ourselves around and we're going to do similar sort of exercise going backwards now. So your feet can either, or your knees can either be bent or they can be long if you prefer. I'm going to have mine bent. It's a little nicer on the hip flexors. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, and then we are going to take this in one breath all the way down, one breath all the way up. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale as we start curling ourselves back. Again, you inhale back into those ribs and press it down onto the spine corrector. Exhale to go through that hard, sticky spot. You go as far as you want to go, and then when you're ready, you're going to inhale, nod your chin towards your chest. Exhale through that hard spot to get yourself the rest of the way up. We're going to do that a couple more times. You go as low as you want to. If you get to a spot and it starts feeling hard to breathe, it's totally fine. Relax. Your diaphragm is stretching, and that's why it feels quite difficult. So just like breathe, take it easy, and just work on that range. Work on that one vertebrae at a time feeling. Curling yourself on back. And then coming all the way back on up. We got one last one. On this last one, I want you to engage your back muscles as if you're going to squeeze that arc beneath you. So it's one thing to relax here, and then it's another thing to really push yourself and really expand your ribs and really stretch out those abs, and then relax, nodding your chin towards your chest, press those abs back to curl yourself the rest of the way up. Nice. Then we're going to turn sideways and we're going to do some side bending. So one leg's going to be in front. Make sure your hips are right in the middle of the spine corrector so you don't feel like you're going to fall off. Your other leg's going to extend out to the outside. Modified version, your hand can be underneath your head so then there's not as much bend in your neck. If not, your head can be down on your bicep, or there can be a pillow or towel or anything you would like in between if you need a little extra support. So from here, we're going to stay down here for a little while, but really reach through that top leg, and then we're going to do some arm circles with this top arm. So inhaling to send the arm forward, reaching up over your head. Keep both shoulders and hips stacked as you reach the arm back. Big stretch. And then again, exhaling to come back to center, and then inhaling forward. Exhaling all the way on back. One more like this. Nice. Really feeling the shoulders engage, and then we're going to reverse that. So keep everything nice and stacked. Reach the arm back. See if you can maybe touch it to the floor. I know that's like impossible, but imagine you're reaching for it anyways. Last one here. And then we're going to add in a little bit of a twist to that. So keeping hips stacked at all times, we're going to go back the front way, so bring the arm forward. What I want you to do is really twist through your spine as if you're going to drag your fingers along the floor, and then let your spine twist again. See if you can send those hands back just that little bit further. And then again, coming back forward. So the reason why you don't want that hip to move too much is because if you keep going and the hip goes, you'll just fall right off that spine corrector. So keep those hips stacked. Keep reaching through that leg. Nice. And then we're going to reverse it. So go to the back. The palm would end up being face up back here. Circle all the way around. Really stretching that pec. And all the way forward. Big twists here. We got one last one. Opening up. And then coming back up to center. Awesome. So you can either use your hand to support your head as you come up, or you can just side bend yourself all the way on up. And then we're going to turn around and do the other side. So I'm just going to turn the spine corrector around. Right here. So that I can still face you. So again, right in the middle of the spine corrector, your bottom leg is bent in that nook. The top leg is nice and long, really reaching it away. And then you're going to side bend right over into the middle. Your head is either on that kind of deltoid, or your hand is underneath your head, or maybe there's a pillow or towel in between. Okay, so just starting off, big side bend here, reach over top. Feels so good. And then we're going to take that arm back on down, and then we're going to start our arm circles, but our stable ones. So when you're ready, send the arm all the way forward, reach long, all the way to the back, shoulders and hips stay stable. And again, really working through that shoulder, and gravity shouldn't be doing all the work here. You should be pulling on the arm, engaging all the muscles in your shoulder. One last one in this direction. Nice, and then we're going to reverse it. So send that arm all the way to the back, coming all the way up and forward. Exhaling as you come back to center, inhaling to the back. One last one here. Oh, big crack. And then coming all the way back. And then we're going to add in that twist. Again, hips stay nice and stacked. You're going to twist towards the floor. Bring the arm all the way on back. Opening that chest up towards the ceiling. Keep the hip seeking the front of the room. And then again, coming forward. Exhaling to the back. Keep those hips square. One last one. Nice, and we got to reverse that. So send the arm right back around. Inhaling as you start. Exhaling to bring that hand all the way over your head into the front. Keep sending that hip forward as the upper body goes back. One last one. So good. Nice, and then we're going to carefully side sit up ourselves back on up. And then we are going to do some ab series. So we're starting off with our single leg stretch. So we are going to have our sits bones just a little bit further forward. Obviously it's not so we can totally slump, but enough that we can stay up here and stay a little engaged in our abs. We're going to have one leg hugged in, the other leg's going to be extended long, and then we're going to switch. You could inhale for one, exhale for the other, or if you'd like, you could inhale for two and exhale for two. I always like to go a little slower when I'm on the spine corrector. There's something so soothing and relaxing about it, but by all means, if you want to go a little quicker, there is nothing wrong with that. You're really pressing those abs back into the spine corrector. Feel that engagement. You're going to do one last switch here. Nice, and come all the way back on in. So both legs are going to be hugged in, double leg stretch now. So you inhale, send arms and legs away. Exhale to come back on in. When you send those arms and legs away, you're still pressing the abs backwards into that spine corrector. Don't let yourself arch. We got 3 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Squeezing those legs together. One last one. Nice. Okay, so bring those hips back on there. We're going to have a softer bend in our knees again, and then we're going to add in a twist to our roll down or a roll back. So hands are going to come behind our head. We're going to twist to one side, but keep both those hips square. So if you felt your knees shift, then bring them back. And then you're going to roll down on that side. Go down until your shoulder blades touch, maybe a little more, and then you're going to roll back up in that twist. And then you're going to untwist, twist the other way, curling yourself on back. Exhale all the way on up, untwist, twisting the other way. So getting into those obliques, keeping those hips nice and square. Doesn't matter how far you twist, you will still get into those obliques. You should have no problem here. We're going to do one more set after this one. Nice big twists. And then your last one's here. Nice. Okay, so then we're going to do some side sit-ups. So very similar to the side bends that we just did, except with a little more oomph and a little more movement. So if you'd liked some support for your head or neck, you can bring those hands behind your head. Other legs can be extended long. You're going to side bend yourself on over. Exhale, pull yourself back on up. If you want a little more range, you can either bring the arms overhead, side bending over, and side bending back up. But whatever feels right for you. Maybe you want your arms out of the way, but not quite ready for over your head, in which case bring them across your chest. Going over and coming back on up. I'm going to bring my hands behind my head just for a little extra support here today. Nice. Really reaching through that leg, all the way down and all the way on up. It's helping pull you back up. We've got 2 more. And last one. Nice, and then we're going to turn around and do the other side. So I'm going to turn the spine corrector around again. There we go. And then when we're ready, we're just doing our side sit-up. So again, either behind your head, arms up overhead, a little harder. Something else, arms in front, but find your comfort spot. But either way, you're staying nice and square, so no twisting allowed, and you're reaching through that top leg. Use that exhale to come back on up. Inhale to expand yourself and stretch yourself over that arc. Like check in, have your peripheral on this bottom elbow if it's out. If it's wanting to creep in towards your face as you come up, really keep pulling it back. You got 2 more. And this is our last one, all the way on up. Nice. Okay, so now we're getting into teasers. So, again, your sits bones are going to be a little bit further forward. It depends on your body type. As you can see, I'm quite long all over. So I like to be a little further forward. Someone who's a little maybe shorter or with not quite so much hip would maybe want to be a little further back. But find your spot. Everyone's got one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be nice and engaged in our abs. So we're nice and long. We're not just slumping on our spine corrector here. Hold on behind your thighs, and then we're just going to play around with bending and straightening the legs. Again, just find that spot that feels comfortable for you. Those abs are still engaged. We're gonna do one more like this. Nice, bring it all on down. Then we're gonna find our full teether. We're gonna take our hands off, and then we might even throw in a couple tricks. By might, I mean we will. So, find that teaser, legs extended, arms extended, and then maybe roll back a little bit, maybe pull yourself back on up, and then again. Let your spine expand over top that arc. We're gonna do one more here. Coming back on up, stay up, legs lower, exhale, pull up. Inhale to lower, abs pressing back. One last one. Bend in, relax yourself on down. Okay, so we're gonna go into shoulder bridge and scissors. There's really kind of only an awkward way to get into this. The way I like to is I like to sit on top or almost on top of my spine corrector and then lay myself back so then my shoulders are nice and close, or you can kind of do a little bit of a scooch. So from here, find that spot where you're holding on. There's as little space in between your shoulders and the arc as possible. And then we're going to bring our legs on up. So our hips are up, first inversions. From here, we're going to just start our scissors. So with scissors, you're really thinking about the leg that's going away from you. So really push it long. The other one's just kind of there as a counterbalance. So don't really focus on it. Reach the leg away. Breathing nice and deep. Maybe you're inhaling for one, exhaling for the other. Nice. Really pulling on those legs. And then we're going to change that into helicopter. So helicopter is basically 3 scissors followed by a half turn and a half turn. So keep starting your scissors. You scissor, 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 and then you half turn, and then you half turn. And then again, you scissor, 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 helicopter, and helicopter. And 1, 2, 3. Spin, and spin. And 1, 2, 3. Helicopter, and helicopter. And 1, 2, 3, helicopter, and helicopter. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. So from here, we're then going to go into bicycle. So you're going to really reach for the front of your spine corrector as you bicycle here. So make it as big as possible. Send as much weight and as much length over top of your spine corrector there. I was checking my shadow to make sure I'm straight. Nice. We're going to do one last one there. And then for fun, we're going to reverse it. So reach long, bending in, reaching over your head. Never feels quite as coordinated. Breathing deep. Nice. Okay, pausing there. And then we're going to do one last move, and it's called a rollover. So rollover is an advanced mat move. So what's going to happen is you're going to let those legs come up over your head. You're leaving the arc there. And then you're going to bring your feet apart, about shoulder distance or hip distance apart. Flex your feet. Bring your hips back on. You can bring those legs over until maybe you're at that straight line. Point the toes. Bring them together. Come all the way on up. All the way on over. Really reach with those feet. Bring them apart. Flex. Press those abs on. Reaching and together. Nice, inhaling to come up and over. Apart, exhaling to flex and come back. Nice. Again, really look for that one vertebrae at a time feeling as you're both coming off and as you're coming on. So really peel yourself off with lots of length and then push yourself on with lots of length. One last time here, coming all the way up and over, apart, flex, and push your abs back to lengthen out. Nice. Okay, so to get out of this, easiest way is just to slide on off. It's a little harder if you're wearing a tank top, so you need to do a bit of a shoulder wiggle. And then I just wanted to finish the same way we started. So we're going to bring those legs over top. You're going to have those hands around the front. And then you're just going to carefully round through your spine. Have a big stretch here. Find that spot. Maybe you're all the way on over, reaching for your feet. Maybe you can pull back on those calves. Give them a little bit of love. Give your toes a little bit of love. Really get that big rounded breath, but make sure those shoulders are down your back and relaxed. And then carefully restacking your spine here. And great job, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. It felt so good, and I definitely feel ready for the workout that I'm about to have after this. So definitely use it as a warm-up, maybe as a cool down, whatever makes you feel best. Maybe I'm thinking that it might also be a great morning routine, like waking up to the spine corrector. It's better than bed and breakfast. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. I hope you're staying safe and inside. Make sure to leave me a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that bell if you want some more notifications, and give me more feedback, because this video came from someone asking for more on the spine corrector. So by all means, let me know. I am more than happy to film customized videos or request videos. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and listening. I will see you all next time. Bye!